live. Yeah. I know. So the last episode, you were high as fuck. He's hungover. He did not hang out with me, by the way. It's birth month. Happy birthday. Happy birth month. Special episode. Yeah. So you're celebrating your birthday again. So that's why you're hungover. What was your drink of choice?
Last night, I was like 6 margaritas in.
Oh, so you're drinking margaritas? You're at a family event? Oh, El Torito's, yeah. In Santa Clara, that one? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
My sister drove. She's like, DD.
Yeah. So you just drank with your siblings and you guys were like, yeah, that's cool. I wish I could do that with my sibling.
You can't drink with your sibling?
I can't drink.
You can't drink?
Yeah.
Well, you're sober, right?
Yeah, I don't drink. I wish I could drink.
Is your brother sober?
Yeah, he's pretty much sober, but he'll drink like a beer. You know what I mean? Like he can drink a beer, but he doesn't like drink. But yeah, I guess we're just a family that don't drink.
You know what? I was the one drinking. My siblings were.
Your siblings just watching you get hammered? That's hella funny. That's even cooler.
And apparently I paid for the bill. And I looked it up. It was like a $500 bill.
Oh my god! And it was just you three?
It was like, no, there was like, let's see. Well, there was like 6, 7 of us.
Okay, that sounds about right, number wise.
And I'm like, why is the birthday
Boy paying? Well, you know what? In the Filipino culture,
me being drunk? I'm a happy drunk. Like,
yeah. So you're fine.
well,
You don't mind paying.
if I drink alone, I'm a sad drunk. But if I'm drinking with people, like I'm a happy drunk. I think it comes from a need to like to please others, make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah,
Have that thing, when I'm drunk, I really
it enhances. It makes you even more like caring. You're like, are you having fun?
yeah. So I'm pretty sure my insecure drunk ass was like, I got this dinner.
Yeah. Everything on me. Yeah. No.
So if you want free drinks, get me drunk.
Yeah. We'll have to wait till next year, right? Because your birth month is almost over.
Yeah. And but if I'm drinking alone, I don't even get drunk alone.
I was just gonna say, why would you be drinking alone? Or you're like super depressed. You're just like, yeah, until you pass out, and you're just like, ugh.
No, I wouldn't black out. If I drink alone, I would not black out.
Okay. Well, not even necessarily, because like, isn't like drinking like an exhausting feeling? Like once you drink so much, like you just like get tired. And you want to. Oh, okay. So this is the hangover part. Okay. I've never been hungover, so I don't know.
But,
From alcohol, I've never been hungover.
but I'm a professional, so the first thing you do
Professional. He buy Pedialyte. That's what he bought.
is buy Pedialyte, get yourself
Yeah.
then coffee, caffeine, and then
And that's supposed to help.
yes.
Do you feel sick to your stomach?
No.
Okay, because remember I said I'd never really been hungover from alcohol, and from what I hear, it's not like you get headache, stomach ache, like what's the symptoms?
If it's regular like liquor, alcohol, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Like something with actual like spirits, not too bad.
Oh, so it's easier on the stomach because it has the carbonation.
Well, because it has less carbs.
Oh.
Yeah, but if you drink beer, it's more carbs.
Oh.
So beer,
I was talking about actual carbonation, like the bubbles.
oh,
That's what I was thinking.
well, yeah. So yeah, no. You mean like a champagne?
Yeah, like a champagne or like.
I guess you drunk faster.
Really?
The carbon
Oh. Thank God I don't drink.
When you're hungover from a beer, it's like you feel bloated because all the carbs.
Yeah.
Because one beer is like a loaf of bread.
Well, it's your birthday, so I have to go get the bong in a second just so you can do like a birthday hit.
The worst hangover is wine. Wine is where the headaches come in. Wine, because there's a lot of sugar in that.
Oh, I heard that fucks you up even more, right? When you have hella sugar in your alcohol.
Yeah, so when you wake up the next day from a wine hangover, like you have headaches, you just don't, you don't want to see the sun.
You're like a vampire.
Yeah.
That sounds like a drug hangover.
So I feel like wine's like the worst one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I can't do any of those. Like, I just can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Like, I'll get sick before I even get hungover. So that's just never been.
Oh, I've been sober now.
I mean, I smoke weed every day, but I mean, I haven't. The last time I drank was at my cousin's bachelorette party, which was 2 years ago.
Oh, wait, so you don't drink by choice?
Yeah, I don't drink because I think I'm allergic. I'm pretty sure I'm allergic.
Oh, is that Asian thing?
Yeah. And everyone's like, why don't you take allergy medicine? I was like, why the fuck would I want to take allergy medicine? Because Asians are getting an allergic reaction. That's why they're swelling up. That's why they're turning red. That's an actual allergic reaction. So I remember growing up, everyone's like, why don't you take Benadryl? Or I'm like, I don't want to fucking pass out. Like, because that suppresses the redness, supposedly. Right?
Is that alcohol across the board?
Yeah, alcohol across the board. Anything more than I consume. So this is what I've learned about my body. If I consume anything dark, I will throw up after one shot.
Like a stout?
What's a stout?
So a dark beer.
No. If I finish a beer, I will throw up. Whether it's a stout, dark, light, IPA, whatever it is, a full beer, I will throw up. Maybe even just a small glass. A taste of it, I'll fucking throw up. Not even a taste, like a finishing, like a small drink. But if it's like, let's say, a shot, like what's a dark thing? Like Hennessy. Hennessy is dark, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Like if I take a shot of that, I'll throw up. If I take 2 shots of clear, I will throw up. If I take 1 shot, I'll be okay.
So tequila should be tequila or gin.
But I can only take 1, and then that's it. Because I've tried gin, I've tried vodka. Anything more than 1, I will like puke my life out. Like I'm dying, and I'm just like, and it's not even like I'm drunk. I'm just like, I don't like this feeling.
Gin is my drink of choice when it comes to spirits. I used to do
Gin, okay.
I used to do vodka until I had a bad vodka experience. Yeah, this is my college days, early college.
What was it, like a Red Bull and vodka? It sounds like a Red Bull vodka story.
No, well, so back in the day, up in De Anza College, I had roommates. They were international folks. You know, I lived with a Swedish person.
They were living at your house, the house that you're at right now. When you were in dorming?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was in a dorm. It was an apartment.
Oh.
At De Anza.
Oh, so you didn't always live here?
On Homestead.
You didn't? Oh, okay. I thought you always. So you weren't always my worst neighbor. I know.
No, it's over there, and like when you're international folks are always they're heavy drinkers.
Yeah.
In other countries.
Dude, super Asian and white Latinos.
My Korean,
Yeah.
my Korean
They
roommates,
drink the soju.
the soju.
Yeah.
And they would have like drinking games. Where
Yeah.
It's like,
Da 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 da.
like King's Cup, like where they combine all the alcohol in one cup, and if you lose, you have to drink.
Pound the drink.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's like so
god.
many alcohol, like types of alcohol in that drink. It's
That
so
sounds so traumatizing.
And our friend who's Swedish, and them being Swedish, it's like vodka's their thing.
Yeah.
So like, and then one night we're just raging, and
Raging playing King's Cup.
and like I literally drank so much fucking vodka, and this is another friend's apartment across the street. That's what happened. So I stayed.
So you weren't even at your own place.
No.
He doesn't even remember that.
Because it was his place we were raging, and I decided to sleep over in their couch, and I was like, happy go up, and then I go to sleep, and then like somewhere in the middle of the night, I wake up and I have this urge to just vomit.
Oh no.
Immediately as soon as my eyes
Maybe you had
open,
alcohol poisoning.
and, yeah, pretty much. And like the thing is, when I tried to get off the couch, I couldn't walk.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, I won't make it to the bathroom.
So are you like crawling at this point, or are you just kind of like limping around the house?
I went to the second floor.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, you know what? If I can make it to the balcony,
I could throw up off the balcony.
I could throw off the balcony.
Yeah.
So I'm literally crawling.
I like how he's like, I'm not even gonna look for a garbage. I'm gonna go to the balcony because that's the easiest place I can get to and vomit at.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, like, even if I make a mess out there, it's easy cleanup. It's a fucking balcony.
Right. We'll hose it off. Yeah.
So I'm like crawling like a commando.
So you're crawling.
And I'm like, I can make it. And then as soon as I'm about to like go outside,
You're at the sliding door.
sliding glass door blocked me.
Oh no!
Like, I'm still like coming to my senses of like, where am I? I just need to vomit.
Yeah.
And
He has his hand on the window.
So when I was crawling towards the balcony, my brain thought, oh, it's open. It must be open because we always kept it open.
Yeah.
But at one time when I almost made it, they had the glass door shut. So as soon as I hit the glass door with my head, I just vomited.
Oh no!
I just vomited on the carpet, like full on vomit.
Oh.
Then,
Was there anyone else sleeping in the living room at this point? No, just you.
But they're all in the rooms. You know what I did? I was so fucking tired.
You lay in it.
I was like, you know what? I'll clean up in the morning.
Oh,
So I
no.
rolled over and I went to sleep with the fucking vomit
Right next to your face.
in my friend's apartment carpet. And
Oh,
the next day, I swear to
no.
God, this is the kicker. I swear to God, Felix, the next day I wake up and I look at where I was sleeping on the couch, and literally right next to me was a trash can.
I knew it. I knew it.
He just vomited.
I know.
And instead, I was like, oh, I gotta get outside.
And then you pass the garbage as you're crawling.
And then I felt so bad for my friends. I cleaned
They
up.
probably put the garbage there on purpose. They're like, he's going to probably puke, and then we'll move the garbage, and you didn't even see it because you're so fucked up.
Yeah. And then the next day, I had to clean the vomit.
Of course.
I felt so bad. And I was like, since then, no more vodka. I'm good.
Yeah. So how long was this? This is college days, so this is a good 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was 21.
So like 12 years ago.
This we recorded, I was definitely 21.
Oh, yeah. He was 21 when that happened.
Like for the longest time after that, if I drink vodka, like my stomach memory was like,
Yeah.
get this out of you right now.
Yeah.
So like every time I drink vodka, it has to be like mixed in with like cranberry or with
I'm surprised you can even do that. I'm surprised you can even drink it
yeah,
mixed.
like vodka straight will make me vomit too. It's just because
Uh,
my body's like that traumatizing experience.
yeah. That's the PTSD from the vodka. That's how I feel with cough syrup, like children's cough syrup, adult. I cannot. Like I'll be like it's just I can't. I don't know. It's the texture or the consistency. Yeah, what do you call it? Sipping on some scissor. Yeah, that's when that became popular. Just like Tide Pods. People fucking get fucked up off of Tide Pods, but that's disgusting. They both taste disgusting. Ugh.
No, but yeah, I remember people would get drunk on cough drops. I mean, cough syrup. Not drunk, they get,
Yeah, they get fucked up, yeah.
and also the sanitizer, hand sanitizer.
What?
Yeah,
Because it has alcohol in it.
Yeah.
So what, are people drinking that now?
and you can get real alcohol poisoning from that. But yeah, kids, they knew what they.
What the fuck? Well, I mean, kids are the ones that fucked it up because remember we used to be able to buy like over the counter drugs and not be 18. Now it's like you have to be 18 when you buy these over the counter drugs.
Exactly.
Which I'm like, okay. Remember when people used to smoke in the grocery stores? In the offices? Was it? Dude, I'm not that much older. I mean, I'm 7 years older than you.
I look older than you, though.
I know, you do. I sound older than you, though. But what was I saying? Yeah, no, I think that alcohol is just, it's never been my thing. I do recreational stuff. I'm not saying I don't like to party. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I just could not do alcohol. So how you are with vodka is how I am with the whole alcohol spectrum. Like, I'll pound it. Like, they took a shot for like in memorial of my cousin. So it's like I had to take the fucking shot, right? Because the last time I took a shot was with her when her cancer went into remission. And then my first and last shot was pretty much with them because my cousin, it was his bachelorette party. And then in that same evening, we found out that her cancer was on remission. And we were like, okay, that deserves another shot. And that's how I knew I could only do 2 shots. Because after the first one, I was cool. And they're like, you got to do another one. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. And I did it. Dude, 10 minutes later, I was like, bleh, in the bathroom. And then the bachelorette party's now in the bathroom because everyone's like, are you okay? And these are my cousins who grew up with me, right? I used to babysit all of them. And they would always tell me to drink. And I always tell my younger cousins. And so...
You feel like they're like mom mode around them?
Oh yeah, 100%. I've always been mom mode around them. And so, but now they have babies, right? And my kids are obviously older too. And so like when they were like, yeah, let's all get drunk. And they used to always meet up together and get drunk. And I don't drink. So to me, it was like, okay, I'm never doing this again. Like it's only happened twice in my family where like I got fucking drunk. And those are the only 2 times I fucking drank. And I've never done it ever again because I'm just like, unless it's a special occasion because I'm like, okay, I'll take a shot. Even my mom doesn't drink. My whole family doesn't drink. My parents, at least my immediate family, they can't drink. My mom did. She took a shot once. Dude, she was fucking throw up. She like, my dad's like, all right, it's time to go. And I was like, oh, you guys are leaving? So here's my mom walking and I can see her. Dude, it's like 10 feet away from me, and I can see her just taking steps, and I fucking knew she was gonna fucking fall down, right, and tip over. And so I'm seeing this. She's wobbling, right? And then she's like hugging people, and I was like, she's gonna fall. And so I like run towards her, and then as she's hugging my other cousin, he's like, whoa. And then I'm like, I knew. He's like, how did you know she was gonna fall? I was like, I know my fucking mother. Like, I've never seen her like this, but I just fucking knew. Yeah, well, she doesn't drink, and so like that's the thing. I didn't recognize it. It's like I recognized that it wasn't normal, right? And she could have fucking fell down like face first. So me and my cousin are now holding her, right, one on each side, and we're walking her towards the stairs because it's like one of those townhouses where you go upstairs to go into the house. Yeah. Right? You know what I'm talking about?
Was she almost falling into the stairs?
No, we were holding her at this point, right? And so we sit her down on the top of the steps. And this is like 20 steps, like 15 steps down. We're sitting there on top of the steps now. And I was like, someone get a bag. And they're like, why? I'm like, just get a fucking bag. And so they get a bag. And then as soon as I get the bag, she's just like, blah. And everyone's like, how did you know that? And I was like, I don't know, but I just fucking knew. Like I said, my mom doesn't drink. I've never been around my mom drunk, but I just fucking knew. I've been around enough drunk people to know what's going to happen. And so she's in here throwing up, blah. And then my dad was like, my dad finally brings the car around and he's like, is she okay? I'm like, yeah, she's fine now. She threw it all up. He's like, is she going to throw up on the car? I'm like, no, she's not going to throw up, but she's throwing it all up. He's like, okay, cool. And so when he gets home, I talked to him after and I'm like, how's mom doing? He's like, she's fine. She's like, she should drink more often. She did not say a peep in the car the whole drive home. I was just like, because she was fucked up. I don't think she had one. I don't remember her saying if she had one, but with me, when I get the same thing, I don't get a hangover the next day because I'm throwing it all up. Like, I'm literally like, I don't know. It's weird. I can't. No. Happy birthday, Jorge.
Well, it's nice though. You know, talking about my college days is I had brunch with college friends yesterday.
Oh, okay. Were you drinking at that?
No.
Okay.
I have women mostly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really a heavy drinker, just special occasions, really. But like with last night, it was interesting because I think I have a problem. Yeah.
What's your problem?
I can't believe I'm saying this out loud.
Say it.
But I have baby fever.
Oh no! Because you were holding a baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So, like, you know, I had a birthday brunch with friends from Pienza College,
And they brought a baby.
And you know, so we're in our 30s now. Some have kids, some have 2, 3 kids.
Yeah, and they were in the brunch too.
Yeah, they were in the brunch, and I was, you know, just like I was just seeing like knowing them how they were when we were college kids,
And then seeing they have a spawn.
Yeah, them being parents, like, oh, it's so tough as that. And I was like, oh, look at the kid's eyes. I look at the kid, and I'm like holding it, and I'm like,
Oh, and that's the age. I feel like that's the age. The 30s and late 20s is when you want that.
I told my friend about this, and my friend's like,
Because you're gonna get someone pregnant. Yeah.
And it's true because like right now, dating wise, it's hard enough to find somebody that likes me and tolerates me. Now I gotta the criteria added to it is now can she be my baby?
Oh no!
I don't know, bring one of these kids. I want to have a kid now.
You know, it's funny because.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The thing is I was not against kids, but I wasn't really for them either.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm almost like neutral.
Yeah, but now that your birthday passed and you're around babies.
I'm like a year older.
Yeah, a year wiser.
A year balder.
How much more balder can you get? You can't get any more balder than. No, you're Mexican fool. Y'all hairy as fuck.
Yeah, I'm actually supposed to have like kids by now.
Hey, you know what? That's really good. Well, I mean, so just a background for people who don't know us. Jorge does not have kids. Obviously, he has baby fever. I do have kids, and I do not want any more kids. Which I was gonna say, which is kind of funny because I know in the generation of like going to your 40s, there are people that I know now who are like, I don't want to have kids. And then they got someone pregnant and they're like, looks like we're going to have the baby. And their friends now raising a baby. So it sounds like with the newer generation, like they can make it work and be okay and be able to co-parent versus doing that one night stand, and you're fucking got this bitch fucking pregnant, and you're like, I don't even know who the fuck this bitch is. And I have friends that have also been in those situations too, where they ended up getting pregnant from like a one night stand, and now they're raising the kid by themselves. So in your case, I do agree with your friends. Do not fucking start going through dating apps, only because the chances of you getting someone pregnant are a lot higher.
Yeah, because I'll definitely be...
Especially if their profile says wants kids.
Yes, swiping, whatever.
Yeah. I want her. Puncturing holes in condoms. Like one person at a time. One Tinder at a time.
Yeah. What age did you have kids?
I had my first kid when I was 25. Yeah, so that's what I was saying at that age, because I never wanted kids. I even when I was like, right before I got pregnant, I was never like, I'm ready to have kids. But what I was at that point in my life was like, I'm ready to settle down. So the next victim.
Well, that's the thing. Actually, you're right. Because that's the feeling I want.
You're ready to settle down. Yeah, then that's different. Yeah, that's comes as a package, right? Yeah. You guys heard it here first. Your worst neighbors.
Keep in mind, this is just a phase.
If you guys DM me, I can send you Jorge's address. You can send him some cookies. Be his donor. Yeah.
No, but I'm sure it's a phase. I think it's just because I was around there for the weekend. But once I get
it's going to get worse. I feel like it's going to get worse as you get older.
Well, hopefully in a couple weeks, I'll dissipate.
Okay, you're Latino. Does your parents pressure you about having kids right now?
No, but they pressure my sister.
Wow! Is she second oldest, middle, baby?
The oldest.
Oh, she's the oldest. I thought you were the oldest. Oh, so they're pressuring your sister. So is she dating? Is she...
I don't know. It's complicated with her.
Okay, but no kids expecting from at that point right now, at this moment.
I don't want to put her business out there.
Yeah. But she's getting the pressure of having
she's
kids.
Right now.
Okay.
And for anybody who's interested in her, I feel bad.
I'm sure she's a great sister. You're good guys. I'm sure she has a great sister.
She's a good person.
Yeah.
But she's not Latina. She's not.
Right.
She's not Latina.
Right. Yeah.
So if the guy doesn't mind getting, ordered around, or,
Yeah. She's an alpha female for sure. It sounds like alpha female. Well, that reminds me of this TikTok video or not, whatever video I saw. There was this white guy. Well, first is this video. You know how people can do duets where like they post a video and then someone can either A, comment it or B, video respond to the video. So the first 10 seconds of the clip is a pretty white girl and she's just like doing like the like, oh hi, like I'm here. No sound, no nothing, but she's like, oh hi. But on the top it says, what would you do if you saw me in your room? Right? And so this guy, like it pretends he's continuing the video. He opens the door and he's like, I don't know where you came from or who you are, but you need to leave the same way you came in. Because that person in the next room, which is his wife, right? She will fucking skin us alive and laugh. And then in the comments, you could see, I bet you she's Latina. Like all these ladies are just like, she's Latina. And I was just like, oh shit. So it's like, they have this badass reputation, which I have the utmost respect because I have so many Latina women that are my friends. Same thing with Asians. We're toxic as fuck, dude. I feel like minorities are toxic as fuck.
Well, do you feel the Asians are different? I mean, I'm sure you would say that statement. Do you feel like the Filipino women are probably a little different from, let's say, Korean or Japanese women?
I think we're very similar to Latino than we are to Asian. Yeah, because we're very dominant. We're very vocal. We're very expressive. But when it comes to the man in a heterosexual relationship, the man calls all the shots, at least in the Philippines way. In American way, the female calls all the shots.
What do you mean?
So if you're like Americanized Filipino, I feel like the women call the shots. But if you're like Filipino, anything like ordering their man around or whatever, I'm not saying all Filipinos are like this, but in my experience of growing up Filipino, a lot of women put up a lot more stuff. Same thing with Asians. Like they can be with a guy that's abusive and they'll stay with them and they'll still stay married to them. And same thing with yeah. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Traditionally, right? The traditional ones, but the American ones are like, no, that they're not going to let that.
But that being said, in Mexico, things are changing a lot. Actually, I think women are.
The cartel aren't getting involved. Just kidding. Just kidding, cartel.
Because I'm pretty sure.
So you think it's changing as far as women being more empowered? And
Maybe I'm talking about that.
he hasn't visited. When's the last time you visited Mexico?
You know what? I hope it's,
Well, we hope, right?
Yeah.
Well,
but definitely, like, for me, dating a Latina is definitely different dating any other race.
yeah.
And I don't have favorites, but it's just a different.
You heard it here first. He likes 31 flavors of all women.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is, I'm pretty open to anybody, but with Latinas do have an edge on me because there's the familiarity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, the culture's the same. Right.
I don't have to explain, what's in the soup or what's
Right. Yeah.
when I tell them it's like goat or something.
They're like, oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like surprised.
When we get a white chick, she's like,
This used to go back.
I have a name.
Did it have a name? Yeah.
Menudo, which is a soup with
Tripe.
tripe.
Yeah, I love menudo. That's my favorite soup. Mexican soup.
That's how I
And pozole.
Mexicans.
Yeah. Pozole.
Yeah.
Which Jorge brought me some pozole once, and it was amazing. It was delicious. Yeah. Thank you to your mom. Yeah.
But like, I don't. Do you feel like we date men from different cultures? It's a little
I'm gonna admit that right here, right now. I do not date Filipinos. I'm sorry, Filipino community. I've tried married. He's not even Filipino. And this is my reason. Okay, this is my reason. Growing up, my mom would tell me, "Do not fucking marry a Filipino. Do not. They're toxic." But that's exactly. I'm like, but Dad's Filipino. She's like, "Look at him," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, look at him." And so, of course, my first marriage, my first I guess somewhat. No, it wasn't a serious. It was like one of my serious relationships. I married a Filipino, and then that was like traumatizing, and it was just like, okay, now I see. So now I've never dated. I mean, if there's a Filipino man out there that can fucking handle me and actually take me out on a date and we vibe, then that's a different story. But just in my personal experience, I just can't. And the community is so small. I just feel like I'm dating someone that I'm related to. But that's just me.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's just me. That's just me. And I just can't. And I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it. And at family parties, I went to a family party. It was my niece's 1-year-old birthday, and then whenever her husband's brother was totally putting it on thick at a birthday party, right? He's like, oh yeah, so they told me you're divorced and all that, blah 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 blah. He's like, trust me, I like to take women out, and I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, I don't know, but he said a term, and it was a sexual term, like he likes to pretty much eat pussy, but it was in a different term, is what he was saying. He's like, I like to blah, 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 blah. I like to clean. He didn't say eat pussy, but he was like, oh yeah, I like to da da da. And I looked at him, and all his friends were like, yeah, dude, he likes to fucking clean it up. And I was just like, ew. This is a little too much for me. And then again, why I can't date Filipino guys. I can't. I'm like,
I'm so sorry.
we're gonna pause it. Well, no, we're gonna pause it. We're gonna put that. Well, can you go grab my bong while you're over there? Then, actually, when you're done, I'll keep talking. So, yeah. So Jorge has to use the restroom. This is why we can't have nice things. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but this is why I personally do not date or my own culture, because it's just weird for me. But like I said, if there is a Filipino man out there that is happy and, willing to take on a challenge, I will go on a date. Will I get married again? Hell motherfucking no. But yeah, you guys might get a little bit of dead air, because I'm not used to talking by myself. Actually, I am, but when it's a 2-person podcast, it's a little bit more challenging. Jorge does a great job at doing that. I just heard the toilet flush, so I think he's almost done. But when he comes back out, I'm always going to go get the bong, because it's his birthday and deserves a birthday hit. What were we talking about again? See what happens when you're podcasting by yourself. Oh yeah, dating Filipino men. I just can't. See, there's my dog forgetting that he was in the bathroom. She's a good guard dog. Yeah, Jorge came through in the clutch. Yes. Jorge's the best. We were talking about how why I don't date Filipino men.
Now, you're one of your husbands is Mexican, right?
Mexican. He's Latino because he's Mexican and Portuguese.
Yeah. So how was that? How was that dating a Latino?
It was dating a Mexican. So like he didn't speak Spanish. Yeah. I spoke more Spanish than he did.
Was he born and raised here?
He was born and raised here. Yeah.
He's Chicano.
He's Chicano. Yeah, he's Chicano. Yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah, and I mean, and the generation before him doesn't speak too much Spanish either, so they're like super Americanized. And you know what I noticed too, that when they're from Texas, they call themselves Texans, and so she's really Texan.
So Texan Mexican Americans are definitely different.
They're different from Bay Area ones, yeah. So she wasn't.
Californians in general.
Yeah, are way different from everywhere else in the United States, you know. And so she was originally from Texas and then came here, and so she loves the Cowboys and all that stuff. His mom. And I want to say she's Mexican and his dad's Portuguese. Yeah. But they don't speak Portuguese or Spanish.
Latino man is perfect for you because
it's easily cultured.
Right. So similar cultures, but at the same time, not Filipino.
Right.
So you have to do with that.
Yeah. No, that's exactly.
And they still eat whatever traditional.
They eat regular traditional food, and we understand the concept of crazy psycho women, you know, being toxic. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So how was that like? Was there like what's something that stuck out to you dating a Latino guy?
Well, because he was so American. Since he was so Americanized, like to me, he was very family oriented, which I love. Right? I love people who are family oriented because I'm very family oriented. But then, like, I don't know, it was just different. Like the things that I didn't agree with, like, oh my gosh. So after me and my second ex-husband separated, I went through this crisis, right? Because I was going through the divorce, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking chop my hair. So I chopped my hair, and I asked my kids, "You guys want to cut your hair too?" They're like, "Okay." So I fucking chopped their hair, right? And I short, like Dora short, right? Yeah. And I got so much shit from his Latino family. Like, why the fuck would you do that? They're like, don't ever do that. Oh, a couple of years here, guess who fucking did it again? Fuck yeah! Don't fucking try to tell me not to cut my fucking kids' hair. I don't know. It's like a Latino thing, isn't it? Like where they have to, little girls have to have their hair short, long.
Yeah. It depends. Well, living taxing could be a factor because braids is a big thing. Like women with having braided hair.
Oh, that sounds like a native thing. You know, back to the.
Right, like native.
Yeah.
Like,
no, they didn't have a braid.
But at the same time, usually when women get lice, they shave their hair.
Which my kids did get lice, and I did not have to shave their head. I fucking did. I paid like $400 to do a treatment on the whole family, and then it came back a month later. And then the second time, I was like, "Fuck that! I'm doing the treatment myself." And I fucking did that. And you know what was crazy? Everyone had lice in my family except me and my brother. So my dad got it, my mom got it, and my kids got it. And they got it from my kids because they got it from school. Nope. So. No, well, I think it's because of, yeah. No, I think it's the texture of our hair. I don't know, because they said it grabs onto near the scalp. And so since my hair is so long and it's so curly or whatever, they just can't get to the root. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But COVID don't want me and lice don't want me either. And I think those are the two things I'm okay with not, like, having. Like, I'm totally okay with that. But so back to the hair cutting thing, they were like, I can't believe you cut her hair, why would you do that? And I was like, is this a Latino thing? And then some people were like, that's a Latino thing, like they don't like their daughter's hairs being cut. I don't know. And so years go by and their hair grows out again, and then I took a poll, like, I was like, should I cut my hair? And then they're like, yeah, don't do it. People are like, no, don't cut your hair. And I was like, I'm going to fucking cut it. So I cut my hair. And then my daughter, this time, she cut her hair herself. And then they were like, why did you let her do that? And I was like, first off, it's her fucking hair. Second, she could shave her head fucking bald for I fucking care. Because I feel like your appearance, especially as a child, is the only way you can express yourself without having to talk. Right, without having to say anything. So if she wants to be able to express herself by cutting her hair, by dyeing her hair, by wearing certain types of clothes within reason, right? Don't look like a fucking slut, right? Then I'll be like, it's fine. You know what I mean? But I'm raising girls here, okay, Jorge? This shit ain't fucking easy. And I wish my parents were the same way with me when I was growing up, but they weren't. Like, they would let me wear where the fuck I want. And growing up, I was like, why didn't you fucking police that shit? The fuck? Well, I mean, I was wearing way more inappropriate stuff than my kids are wearing now. Like, I would wear, like, shorts, and then I would wear, like, crop tops, like, all the time. Like, yeah, so, like, it's just, like, showing my stomach all the time. This is like junior high, high school. Junior high, high school.
Did they have that rule in your school where if a girl was, dressing a little too slutty, like the principal would give them a t-shirt to wear?
No, that never happened. I always followed the guidelines. So like when I was at school, it was fine. But then like when I went to the mall or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and I guess my mom, because my mom growing up had very strict parents, so she couldn't wear any, like she was like the oldest of 7, right? So they were really strict on her. Like she couldn't wear short skirts. So I guess when she had me, she's like, I don't give a fuck. Kind of like my attitude now. Like I'm gonna let her fucking express herself, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, like they'll try to wear like a crop top, and like if it's like a little bit, like I don't mind, but then if it's like hellish, I'm like, go fucking change your clothes. I was like, what the fuck are you wearing? And they're like, what? So, and then like they'll try to get away with it with me, and then I find out they can't wear that shit at their dad's. So there was like a shirt that I bought, and I to me it's like a little crop top, because like I said, I was wearing crop tops back then, and I didn't think it was a big deal. And so I think she was wearing one of the shirts, and she left it at her house, and then she shows me a picture of her dad wearing the shirt, saying like, is this the shirt that you're wearing? And so their dad wore the shirt and sent them a picture of him wearing the shirt. And I was like, ew.
And did that work? They did not wear that shirt?
They went, yeah, no, yeah, they're not going to wear that shirt again. Yeah. I mean, I wear it. I'd be like, I wouldn't even wear the shirt because I don't do crop tops now. But, I was like, touche, ex-husband, touche. Yeah, it worked. So.
I'm ready. But going back on birthdays, a birthday party, a weekend, have a good time. Any birthdays that are special? Like, what's like the worst or the best birthday experience you had?
I never really went all out on my birthday. So, like, I probably had 2 birthday parties in my life. Yeah. Like, one was like 9, when I was like 9 or 10, that my parents threw. I don't think I ever did one on my birthday. Yeah, I never did. My cousins, though, like, they all had the fun parties. You know what I mean? So we would do piñatas at my cousins. But mine, like, I only remember 2 parties. And then the second party was when I was older. I was probably, like, in my 30s. And then I asked somebody, like, can I throw a party at your house? And they're like, yeah. And I threw it. And it was majority their friends. So then it was never, it didn't. This is my 30s. And then, it's not too long ago. Yeah, and I threw that party. Yeah, because it was someone else's house. Yeah, and I just you know what? You really didn't miss anything because literally 5 of my friends showed up. Like, so it wasn't. Well, that's why I'm doing it hard right now and on my 40th. Like, I'm gonna throw like a big one. Like, I was even thinking of having it at my house, but then I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, who would randomly show up. But I feel like everyone's here for me, so I think like it'd be easy regulated if someone who came that was uninvited, you know. Oh, yeah. See, so I'm thinking of doing it. I don't know. Yeah, I'd be like, this is my second ex-husband. Don't mind him. Like, so yeah, that's. Well, I was gonna ask you. So, what was your best and worst birthday? So I never had a best, and I never really had a worst because I never really celebrated birthdays. But for you, what? This sounds like you had a really good birthday this year.
And worst birthdays, like right before a breakup. That's probably the worst.
Oh, you've been in one of those? Like you got out of a relationship and then you had your birthday.
Yeah, maybe like a week after.
You broke up with her. She broke up with you.
Yeah, always break up with me.
Oh.
The last time I rejected a woman was in high school. Like to this day, I feel bad. She was a very sweet girl.
Yeah.
And to this day, I'm like, why did I do that?
You should apologize right now. If you're listening. If you're listening, high school girlfriend, Jorge's sorry.
No, she was. I don't know what it was. Why did I reject?
Yeah, why did you do this?
Because I was too shy. I don't remember. I didn't have to handle it. This is like very young. Very young.
I want to say Corday did the same thing too in like junior high, where he broke up with a girl.
Yeah, like did I tell you about my?
Because he was too shy.
Did I tell you about my leather jacket story?
No.
I don't have a bit about it, but I've never really seen it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, no. Our freshman year. Middle school, worst years of my life, to high school, and I worked, and then said wear a leather jacket because the Matrix came out, and I was like, I'm not wearing a leather jacket.
So was it the long leather jacket? It's like the trench coat looking long?
No, it was not. But still, it was like fake leather. It was like, a cheap leather jacket.
Yeah.
I wore it literally every day for school, freshman year. Like rain or shine, no matter how hot it was or how cold it was.
You would wear this jacket. Do you have pictures of this jacket?
Probably do.
Okay. Because I would like to see pictures of this Jorge in the jacket.
The leather jacket was to attract girls. Because I'm like, this is my year. I'm going to get some.
So you were trying to be like Neo, Keanu Reeves. Okay.
And then it didn't get any. One time, I swear to God, one time at the end of the freshman year, towards the end, a cute Filipino chick walks up to me because I want to be this high.
Oh, yeah. Hella Filipinos. That's why he was offended by my joke earlier. He's like, I'm offended. Yeah. Yeah, that's us. That's why we get along so well.
So a Filipino chick walks up to me and says, hey, she said, my friend thinks you're cute. And I look over, she points at her at the table, cafeteria table, and she's even cuter. And she's like, she thinks you're cute. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, oh, thank you.
Is she pointing at a Filipino person as well? Okay.
And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I walked away, and I never wore that leather jacket for the rest of the year. Because I thought it was too much. It was like...
So you got a compliment?
Yeah, I got a compliment that this chick likes me because of the leather jacket. And I'm like, this leather jacket has too much power. I don't know what to do with it.
Wait, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why would you? Why? But why? So you got a compliment on it, so you stopped wearing it.
Yeah, because I couldn't handle it.
And that was the last time. Did you ever see that girl again?
Probably like other year, sophomore.
Yeah.
But I wasn't wearing my leather jackets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she clearly knows that you stopped wearing it because of her.
You think so?
Well, yeah. Did you guys ever become friends after? No? Acquaintances?
The girl, yeah. So,
that could have been your baby mama, man.
Well, the girl that I rejected in high school, she was a sweet girl, white girl. I think she was religious. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she was like religious.
She's Mormon.
I don't know about Mormon.
How'd you know she was religious? She had a cross around her neck, or she wearing a sister outfit? Like, this is high school.
Yeah.
So how did you know she was religious? Do you remember?
Like, walking down my name right now.
He's passing the Filipino girl. He's
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but seriously, that's part of the last time I rejected somebody.
This was freshman year? Was this freshman year too?
No, this was probably like in sophomore. Senior year, maybe, actually.
Senior year you rejected her? So like you guys were actually a couple and then you're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
We were talking for like a week.
Week is a long time during high school times. Yeah. It could be, it could feel like months.
The point I'm trying to make, that's the last time.
You rejected someone.
Somebody that's interested in me, I rejected.
Okay. Okay.
So going back to your thing is having birthdays. I'm not usually the ones doing the breakups.
Right. So how old were you when this breakup? You said high school? Was this, or when was it? Yeah, that affected your birthday.
Around my 20s.
Oh, okay.
The late 20s.
And what sign are you?
Why does this matter?
Because I want to. Yeah, I want to know what sign you are because I want to read your horoscope. Being that it's your birth month, it seems like it would be appropriate, right? So
I'm an Aquarius.
you're Aquarius. Okay, horoscope. Aquarius. I'm an Aries. What are you, like a water? Yeah. What are you, like water? Aries? What do you mean white people? Oh no, there's no isn't that spelled Arian? Yeah, no, it's not. That's not it. All right, we got his horoscope here. We're gonna read his horoscope. I'm going to Let's see, where is this? Do you know what time you were born?
No, I know it's...
Because those usually also determine. Yeah, like like. Fuck, I don't know. I just know it fucking does. Because I've had like, what is it called? Something like a reading done based on the time and the day and the, whatever I was born. And they were like spot on. Like I was like, dude, I'm all of those fucking things. And I'm thinking like, if that's my birthday, that means the people who also share the same birthday as me are also similar, right? But I've never, it's been rare where I found somebody that has the same birthday as me.
What's your birthday?
April 17th. It's such an odd day that like I rarely bump into people that have the same birthday as me. All right. So here is your horoscope. Something's wrong with my phone.
Here is my horoscope.
Your horoscope.
Tells me how much of a whore I am.
I don't know why my phone's been acting like this. I think I need to restart. Okay. Here we go. Which one do you want? Your horoscope for couples, personal? Let's see. We're just going to read your personal horoscope. That's too... I hate when they talk like too horoscope-ish. Like the words like the sun and the moon. Okay, here. We'll read the beginning. The sun highlights your first house of self from the end of January until the end of February. So it looks like your horoscope's going to be running till then. And just like every year, you'll be celebrating the day of your birth at some point during that time period.
Yeah, my birthday.
This is the horoscope. This is horoscope.com, okay? Horoscope.com.
At some point, you're gonna celebrate.
That's why I had to read this, because I knew it was going to be hilarious. This year, Aquarius, plan on having some birthday fun in the offbeat style you're known for. In other words, get as weird as you want to get and make sure the festivities includes a lot of silliness, socialization. The worst thing you can imagine is having to celebrate alone, which is funny because we were just talking about that.
Celebrating alone?
Yeah. How like you're like,
But who likes celebrating alone? Do you like celebrating alone?
no.
See, I probably celebrate
My birthday,
alone.
no. My birthday, no.
Exactly.
But some people do celebrate their birthdays alone.
By choice? I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not by choice, but maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe this isn't, a choice thing. Maybe some people just... Okay, it's fucking not talking about you. The worst thing you can imagine. It's not you because you didn't celebrate alone. Determined teacher Saturn is in your... See, these are the parts that get confusing. Determined teacher Saturn is in your Aries sign between January and March. When you feel the drive to learn more about the unknowns in your life, this can be a significant period of both growth and hardship, and it calls on you to get rid of any prejudices or biases that are holding you back.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah, I want to hold on to it.
I need to hold on to my prejudices and what's the second thing it said?
It says this can be a significant period of both growth and hardship, and it calls on you to get rid of any prejudices or biases. You want to hold on to, okay, that are holding you back. And it says, if you want to get a full positive effect on your comedy, then your typical rebellious nature will have to fade into the background as you embrace being a part of the greater collective of people who you can make a difference. So if you hold on to that, you're not going to grow.
Comedian out here. I can't. That's not helpful to me at all.
This horoscope is not helpful?
To my comedy, at least.
Yeah, not...
That's very interesting. So pretty much it's telling me what is telling me.
to let go of your prejudices and your biases. So what you usually are prejudice and bias against, let it go so that you can fully grow. Like, and when and what time did this incident happen to where okay, well, let's skip that part now. Let's go to the relationship part for singles. This is the love. This is your love. Yeah. Romantic Venus is paired with your experimental sign early in January. So this is earlier. So you'll be totally up for trying new things. And with the sun, you'll entering your independent sign at the end of the month. You're completely happy living the single life.
No,
With your social life buzzing, you won't be actively trying to become part of a couple. But as you network and connect with a bunch of new people during this time frame, you won't rule out meeting the one. If it happens, it happens. Oh shit, there's a new moon in fiery Aries around mid-April, which injects your love with some excitement and passion. This exciting lunation puts you in charge of your love life and reminds you to really go for what you want. Your confidence is at an all-time high now, and your competitive drive puts you far ahead of your romantic competition. If you're waiting for a good time, if you've been waiting for a good time to send a DM or talk to your cute neighbor, this is it! And this concludes your worst neighbor. Tell me this doesn't sound like it's talking about me.
I'm talking about you.
No, this is your horoscope, but it sounds like it's talking about me. Listen it from the very beginning. This is your horoscope.
Right. Wait, hold on. But it's saying that I have to wait till dates.
April. So mid-April.
Mid-April.
You're probably going to meet the one at my birthday party because that's when I plan on having my...
April 17.
Well, my birthday is April 17th, but it's saying mid-April. So it says there's... the reason why it says... There's also new moon in fiery Aries around mid-April, which injects your love life with some excitement and passion. And this is the part that trips me out, because in the last sentence here it says, if you've been waiting for a good time to send a DM or talk to your cute neighbor, this is it. And that's why I thought it was funny, because I was like, we're doing a podcast called Your Worst Neighbor. My birthday falls in Aries. I think you're secretly in love with me, Jorge. Yeah, no, but I think this is a sign. Their love is in the fucking I don't know. I think it takes time. Maybe it might happen sooner. I don't know. You want to hear more?
Sure.
Okay, this is the end of it.
This is...
We had to read this because it's your birthday. It only makes sense, and it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, we have to read my horoscope on my birthday. Okay, power from Mars enters the emotional waters of Scorpio in the middle of October. Wow, this is already talking about your whole year. Changing your aloof feelings about love under the trance of this alluring, intriguing energy. It's hard to resist the pull of love now, especially if you meet someone you're sexually drawn to. Watch out for becoming totally obsessed with the someone now, or giving into thoughts of revenge or jealousy regarding an ex. No spite or no. Okay, good. See, that's because Jorge's a good person. Oh, that's my kid calling. Hold on, let me tell her I'll call back. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm finishing a horoscope. Hold on. It's my screen's black because it's Okay, and it says, this is the last sentence. Negativity like this was a way of ruining any current good things you've got going on. Well, and I feel like it's kind of contradicting, right? It's like in April you're gonna find the love of your life, and then in October you're gonna fuck it up. Yeah, it's horoscope.com. You guys heard it here first. Horoscope.com. Wait, why are they on their way? Oh, my kids are on their way. Okay, well, that was a nice surprise. Which concludes. Yeah.
With that being said, thank you so much, PX, for doing this again.
No, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure, Jorge. Happy birthday!
Thank you. And for the listeners, thank you for tuning in. Please catch PX's open mics on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
We don't have Fridays or Saturdays anymore. It's just Sundays. Every Sunday.
Between 6 and 8, right?
Yes, and we have a special actually coming up in February. In February, there is SF Beer Week. So the whole San Francisco Bay Area is celebrating SF Beer Week. That's from February 12th to February 19th. So we actually have book showcases on those Sundays, and they're going to be going on the show's going to be going on longer. So it'll be like from 7 to 10 instead, like 7. Yeah.
That's a good time. Yeah. And you can catch my shows at Brenham Lounge for now. I got a couple shows.
Brenham.
But for sure, you can catch her the first 2 Sundays of the month in February, and you can follow me on my social media at Jorge M. Sanchez on Instagram and Twitter at Jorge M. Sanchez or South Bay Boy, I think I'm there. What can I follow you on your social media?
PX Comedy. I haven't updated my website, but people can find me at pxcomedy.org, and then also PX Comedy on Snapchat, Instagram. I just reopened my Snapchat, so it'll be nice if people follow me on the Snapchat. Get that on. Get that going again.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening.
Thank you.
Worst neighbors. My apologies for being hungover this episode. Next episode, I'll be, who knows? I'm hungover now. I was high last time. Maybe on the next episode, I'll be on Adderall.
We'll level them out.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Bye.